All right, welcome back to HB Unfiltered Sports Talk. I'm joined by the Stiff Brownie.
Hello.
Today's show is brought to you by J3 Supply. For your hose and fitting specialist, come on down, meet the guys. Also, we got to throw out Joey, Big Rob's Pizza. Our boy just had hip replacement surgery.
Moving around.
Guy's moving around
Great,
pretty well.
Yeah.
So he's looking good. Keep it up, Joey. My place, Sports Bar and Grill. That's where Total Meltdown happened during the LSU game. Couldn't get Disney Channel on, which blew.
Don't get me
And then a
started.
shout out to OC Boardroom, Heather.
Thanks, Heather.
And Selman Chevrolet, Larry Beavers, for your driving needs. Get out there, save some money. Drop Stiffy B or the Dirtbag's name, and you will save thousands. All right, let's get into it. College football, it's back. USC played LSU. LSU probably should have won the game, but I was pretty happy with the way USC played. They played pretty good defensively. Looks like we stole your defensive coordinator from UCLA, and he's got him playing, man. He's got him tackling.
You guys looked a lot better than you did last year. I can tell you that. I was actually shocked. I had the over in that game, like we discussed.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I didn't think that USC had any type of defense, and they played really, really good D.
They did.
Yeah.
They were getting to the ball. They were tackling. Now looking at the way they played LSU. Now I know it's just one game, and LSU's been down the last couple of years. They had Jaden Daniels, and they were pretty good, decent last year. But they haven't been playing for national titles or sniffing the playoffs. But now that's 12. I don't know, man. SC, if they can go into Michigan in 2 weeks or 3 weeks and steal that game, because Michigan, it's a whole new team. They only brought back 6 players on their offense and defense with the new coaching staff.
Yeah.
If USC can get by that game, I'm telling you that all their tough games are at home. So
This weekend they're playing. It's Texas at Michigan, right?
yeah, Texas.
That's
at
going to be
Michigan.
that's going to be a great test. You're going to really get to see how good or bad Michigan is. To be honest with you, that's a tough
Yeah.
game, and a lot of these teams in week one, as you know, they play these cream puff,
Yes.
schools, much like Georgia's doing this week against
Tennessee
Tech. It's
Tech.
I don't even know. Just play one less game. Like, why even
Yeah.
play that game? But anyways, we're going to be able to see like how good Michigan is, and if Michigan looks like poop, SC could go in there and actually do that.
I gotta say, I think Texas is gonna go in there and roll them. Actually,
I think Texas is good.
I mean, Michigan. I know they won by 20. The spread was 21.5 against Fresno State, but I don't know. They just did not look. You take away that pick six, and that game's so much closer. I don't see Michigan being very good this year.
I thought LSU was very overrated. Just watching that game against SC, they
Of course, you went there.
they should have been a lot better, and they just screwed up everywhere. They screwed
Like
up.
Brian Kelly said, why are we sitting here? We should have been better.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, well, you weren't. USC won, and you got to give credit where credit's due. Miller Moss looks like Lincoln Riley has himself another quarterback that can possibly get in the Heisman talk, because that's 2 games in a row out of the gate for this kid.
who's the running back that you guys have?
Oh,
That guy was also really good.
Yeah, I forget his name, but they have like 4 really good backs.
Well, hopefully we get to watch college football this weekend. There isn't that fucking Disney dispute with DirecTV again.
Oh, Jesus, Disney! you're
Anyways,
killing
don't get me started.
Yeah, I know.
Who do you like? Who do you like this weekend in the games?
Well, okay, I like Texas at Michigan. I think Texas wins easily at Michigan.
Okay.
The game that I absolutely love, Arkansas, I think is going to go in. They have little Bobby Petrino, that little weasel, returned, and he's their OC.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they played it, not the greatest team at home last week, but they scored on every single possession. A touchdown, not a field goal, a touchdown. Like 8 consecutive.
That's impressive.
8 consecutive drives. So I think Arkansas is going to go into Oklahoma State, who usually is kind of overrated.
They don't play any defense, but
Yeah.
they do play some offense. That is for sure.
Yeah, and Arkansas can definitely score. So I think Arkansas blows out Oklahoma State.
We got a potential over situation there too.
Yeah, and then the other team that I'm liking this new Arizona State team. I think Arizona State's gonna do well at home and beat Mississippi State. The SEC is coming in, and I think they're going home with an L.
Okay, all right.
So those are my 3-game locks: Texas, Arkansas, Arizona State.
Can you believe Florida State?
Oh, dude!
Wow.
You know
They're out of the playoff contention after whining and crying last season for not being one of the 4 teams.
Yeah.
Now they can't. They lost the first 2 games of the season. They're
done.
Their playoff hopes are done.
They're done. They won 19 straight, and now they've lost 3 straight. And their title hopes last year dashed when Jordan Travis went down.
Yep.
DJ Aguglier, I'm sorry, but he's
garbage.
He needs to go get out of school. He should be done by the way. I think this is his 5th year, so he should just quit school right now and go see if he can get in the Dodger rotation.
He was horrible for Clemson.
Yeah.
He transfers to Oregon State. They make a decent run with him, and he thinks he's better than he is, and transfers to Florida State.
Yes.
And he's garbage again.
I was even giving him the benefit of the doubt. I was going, okay, he's going to Florida State. They've got more players than Oregon State does.
Sure.
He should be better. He should get along. And the way he plays like he looks like he doesn't care.
Yeah. Well, he overthrew so many guys. I was like, oh, Lord.
Oh, my God. The guy in the end zone, he's wide open. You could have thrown any type of pass.
We could have thrown it.
Yes. I definitely could have
opposite
thrown
arm.
it. Yes.
And gotten it to the
yes.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not good.
That's pretty bad.
All right, let's transfer here because the rest of those games in the NCAA are a bunch of cream puffs. We got one more week of that, and then we got some solid inter-squad matchups, and then we'll be in the conference games, which will be a lot better. Let's go to MLB. So you got the Dodgers are staying hot right now. Ohtani's going for 50-50. He's going to get it. I think he's got an outside shot. If the stolen bases are coming in bunches. He had 3 like the other night.
Yep.
He's just snagging these things left and right. And it's like, where was this when he was on the Angels? Why wasn't he stealing more bases with the Angels?
Well, it's the lineup. He has so much protection in that lineup.
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy.
true.
Every pitcher's petrified because they literally have to go, Betts, Ohtani, Freeman?
Yeah.
And wasn't it the other night they had 3 consecutive home runs by 3
and Hernandez.
NL MVPs.
Yes.
First time in Major League Baseball history that's happened.
Yeah, dude, the best off-season acquisition, 1-year deal, $25 million. Teoscar?
Yeah.
Hernandez?
Yeah.
Guy is
great.
Awesome, man. He's like 4th in the NL in RBIs. He's an RBI machine.
And it just goes to show you again, as a pitcher, where are you picking your poison?
I have no idea because when Gavin Lux starts hitting, and then you got Will Smith, obviously.
And Muncie's back.
Dude, this lineup is
insane.
Sick.
Yeah.
I was a little bummed when they released Jason Hayward because I think Jason Hayward's a good stand-up dude in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
He's a clubhouse guy, kind of like JT, Turner when he was with the Dodgers.
Yep.
He's that glue and he'll still get a ring if they can win it, but I wish you had to keep Chris Taylor, even though Chris Taylor's bat is not there right this year.
He's struggling this year.
He plays multiple positions, so that's why you need Chris Taylor over Hayward because he's only a right fielder pretty much.
Well, last week when we spoke, when we went into Major League Baseball breakdown, obviously I had a ton of teams that were hot at the moment and a few that are cold. The cold teams still exist. Oakland A's, Chicago White Sox.
Oh, the White Sox.
Washington. Dude. Those teams are very, very, very bad. I'm going to add Colorado, and I'm also going to add the Angels to that list of cold teams. This weekend, the teams that I like, people are really sleeping on the Milwaukee Brewers. Do you know that they're 1 game away from having the best record in baseball currently?
Are you serious?
That's how sneaky they are this season. Yeah.
Wow. Everybody forgets about them up there in Wisconsin.
For sure. So Milwaukee.
Cheese curds.
I like the Yankees at Chicago Cubs this weekend.
Oh, that's a good series.
It's going to be a great series.
That's going to be packed in Wrigleyville.
Yep. Philly is as in the Miami Marlins, and Baltimore is hot as usual. Those 4 teams I'm going to primarily focus on. Again, guys, I told you this last week. It's not brain surgery. Anytime you see a pitcher that's starting that's over the number of 50, generally speaking, that is a AAA call-up player.
Yes.
So 2 things can happen: pick the other team, and pick the over. And the overs have been hitting. Another thing that I've been doing quite often, because there are so many AAA call-ups already, when I start seeing 2 pitchers matched up where their ERAs combined are above 10, and the over-under in the game is like 8.5 runs, I take the over.
Yeah.
That holds true even last night when I was on the Baltimore Orioles over. I was on the Miami Marlins, Washington Nationals over. Again, it's not hard, it's not difficult. Don't make it really difficult on yourselves. So just focus on those 4 teams, focus on the overs, and usually Paul Skeens wins. So those are the things that just keep hammering your bookie.
He's got some nasty stuff, Paul Skeens.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little NFL.
NFL, it's back. How awesome is this? This is the best time of year.
Yep.
You got baseball and the playoffs on the horizon, and then you got the start of the NFL with college football.
Yep.
So NFL this week is tough, man.
Especially for Survivor.
For like Suicide League, oh my God! The only there's not even one double-digit favorite, and the closest one is the Bengals at home against the Patriots, which they should cover. Or I don't know about the 8 points.
Yeah.
But they should definitely win.
But
the game.
here's what we've told our audience in the past, and I think this still holds true. Do 2-team teasers.
Yes.
2-team teasers. It's not tough. You get your 7 points. So when the line is, for instance, in this perfect example, Cincinnati -8, you move it to 1. Cincinnati just has to win the game at home.
Yeah.
And pair it with something else, like
Bears.
Maybe the Bears at home. They're giving up 4, which means that it would be +3. They're not going to lose by a field goal. They're probably going to win the game outright.
Yeah.
Pair those 2 things up. I absolutely love, just in a general sense, I absolutely love the Bears this week.
So do I.
I think they cover the 4 very easily. I also like the over in that game. It's already moved 2.5 points. It started at 43.5. I think it's at 45.5, almost 46, if I'm not mistaken. So those 2 bets I will be taking straight up.
Yeah, the Bears. I know a lot of people have doubts about Caleb Williams and this and that, but the bottom line is the kid's got a ton of talent around him.
What I like most about him, and it's really hard for me to say this because he's an SC guy, and I thought he gave up on his team last season.
Yeah.
Is when it's unscripted, he does really, really well. And there's only a few quarterbacks that I've ever seen, like the Brett Favres of the world. Mahomes is kind of that way.
Fran Tarkenton.
When things go south and they have to run out of the pocket and make a play, he seems to make a play every single time.
Yeah,
and that's just what I saw in preseason.
Yeah, and that's the reason why the kid went number 1. He can improvise, keeps plays alive, moves the chains, and that's what you obviously need to be a good team. And I think he could have possibly like a C.J. Stroud type season.
I think the Bears can win their division myself. I mean, I don't know if Green Bay was a fluke last season. We'll see.
God, how good is this division? I mean, the Vikings are going to fall off a little bit, but Justin Jefferson's pretty happy so far with Sam Darnold's play. Packers and Jordan Love are going to be good. And then you got the Lions who are on the verge of possibly a Super Bowl. So that division, when it all looked like it was going to be the Lions for the next 5 years, no, it's going to be a tough division in the North. So
that's why I'm not taking any of the North teams. The wins and other wins over. Yeah. I'm not taking any overs in any of that in that league.
No, it's going to be tough. And even my Steelers, they play at Atlanta to open it up, and if they don't win that game, their schedule is tough. The Steelers need to get off to a good start. They're favored by 3. So I think they cover that. They should go to Atlanta.
All the leagues are tough this year. I mean, even the West, both the NFC and the AFC. I mean, there's a lot.
Cardinals are going to be better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Rams have a shot at going to the Super Bowl, I think.
Yeah, the Rams. Dude, how about that game to start the season? Rams at Lions.
That's
3.5 Lions. I mean, you would think Lions, but man, Stafford returning the second time, he might pull the win off.
and they have a ton of talent.
Yeah.
You know, and even the guys they drafted, I think, are going to be the running back specifically are going to be good.
Kyron Williams, Les Snead. Remember, they got Blake Corum, that stud running back from Michigan. So
yeah, I like that kid.
the Rams are pretty loaded. I think the intern is going to be happy this season with her team, and we hope she gets back soon. She's been dealing with some personal issues, so we hope and pray that all goes well and that she gets back to us. Remember to like and subscribe so we can try to elevate this podcast and get out to more listeners and grow this thing.
Yeah, give us some feedback too.
Yeah,
in the comment fields. Tell me how bad I am at my picks on baseball. Stuff like that.
Yeah, lose our number. When shit goes bad, lose our number.
Exactly.
But this is gonna be a hot weekend. Like literally, we got the start of the NFL season. Hopefully Disney doesn't screw us
again
all the way till Monday with that Jets 49er game, because that's on ABC. If this thing's not solved, everyone's going to be scrambling, trying to watch that game.
And it affects the bars.
Yes.
I mean, we were at OC boardroom, Heather's bar. Thank you, Heather. And everybody basically left as soon as they couldn't get the SC game on. They all started.
Because everybody gets in a panic mode. They don't want to miss the game. I mean, this game was basically in writing for the last 4 years. Everybody's been working towards it. Hell, I even wanted to go to the game, go to Vegas and see the game live. And obviously it was a great game, and we almost missed it because Disney's so greedy.
Yeah, they're such fucking assholes.
I mean, how much money does one company need?
Well, they went woke, and they lost a lot of that money.
Somebody needs to wake up, Walt. We need to wake up, Walt. This is bullshit.
All right, let's make some money this weekend, shall we?
Let's do it. Sounds good.
Cheers.
Have a good one.